Greetings, YouTube. So my wife and I decided this morning that we would go to a number of different holiday events that are taking place this weekend. And one of the events that they have in New Hampshire is an open house at an alpaca farm. So we decided that we would jot on over, because it wasn't too far away, and check out the alpacas. So I've got a number of clips. The first clips show a group of female alpaca. And then we have a second clip with the same group inside the barn. And then we have a group of males. They keep the males and the females separate because it makes life easier. And lastly is a clip of inside a shop where they sell products made from alpaca wool. Alpaca wool is actually a very soft wool. Has no lanolin, which is good because I'm allergic to lanolin. My wife got a pair of socks there. She finds them very comfy. And I would like at some point to get myself an alpaca hat. I haven't got one yet. As you know, I have a lot of hats. Kind of got to keep your head warm when you have no hair. But the woman who owns the place was very nice, and I will put a link to her farm in the notes. So hope you enjoy.
The girls are a little more standoffish because some of them are pregnant, which makes them kind of hormonal.
I can understand that.
Yeah. And they're pregnant for 11 and a half months. And
that's a long pregnancy.
One. They're cria. Babies are called crias. And they can be bred right back in about 22 days. So
yeah, I know they spend a lot of their time pregnant. I knew that.
They do. If you want to get into a full-blown breeding program, you're going to have your females pregnant most of the time. We don't do that. We just absolutely love the animals. We do have some high-quality animals, which would be good breed animals, but it's not our intent to, keep them pregnant all the time.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated by both alpacas and by llamas.
Yep. The llamas, and you had asked how we happened to get into this. When we bought this piece of property, there was no barn. It was just the Cape House, and we had this great plans for putting on a big addition garage and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Then I went to the Hillsborough Fair in 1999, and I saw a couple alpacas, and I could not forget them. Look at the eyelashes, the eyes and the eyelashes, and they are such gentle animals. And we did lots and lots of research, and from a tax perspective, from the fact that they were very easy to care for, we were both working full-time. And my number one rule was I wanted something small enough it wasn't going to hurt me. Yeah. I'm not a horse person. I've had a couple sheep here and there, and Jay was pretty much a city boy, had never had anything besides dogs and cats. So after doing lots of research, we started with 5 pet quality animals because we wanted to make sure that, could we do this working full time? We didn't want to spend a lot of money for breed animals before we knew that, we could really handle it. And within a month, we were in love with them. Had no barn. The woodshed that you see right there was the first home for the first animals, and as long as they can get out of driving wind and rain, they're perfectly happy. The barn was built more for our comfort. There are no doors on it. They come in and out as they please and spend most of their time under that overhang right there. So, they can't bite you if you want to feed them. Interested in a snacky snack? Oh, it's a big one. That is a big one, but that's okay. You'll probably work on that for a while.
Yeah.
I gotta get that down. Come on, girl. What you spit out? What's the problem? You don't like that one? Is it too big? Is it too big? Their droppings, as you can see, are they're what you call area poopers. They all kind of go in the same area, so cleanup is really easy. Makes fantastic fertilizer for the gardens because it's not real heavy in nitrogen.
That's good.
And so we actually have people that will drive and fill up their
not in the mood.
Their trucks with the composted alpaca poop, and they love it. So that's another whole byproduct of the animal that makes them a really good eco-friendly animal.
Whoops.
They don't take your pasture down the way cows and goats do either. They'll leave about 2 inches of grass. They don't tear it up, so the fields come back a little bit faster than That's nice.
Yeah, I know in male llamas you have to actually trim some of their teeth back.
Sometimes you do. If you have, now, keep in mind with alpacas, our whole aim is to upgrade the industry. We can no longer import them, so our whole aim is to breed for a better quality animal.
Mm-hmm.
Only about 10% of your males are going to be of a quality that you're going to want to use them in a breeding program. And some people will trim the alpaca teeth as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have a boy out here who we took out of our breeding program because his teeth were bucky, and that's not something that we want to, pass on. And plus, he broke one of his back legs. He's got a kind of it fused in the back, and so he hangs with the girls now. No, you can read it. All right.
Hi, boys.
Oh, no, that's cider. You really don't want that. Honeys.
Okay. So these guys, they're still a little bit wet from being outside. They prefer being out, even in the rain and the snow. This guy right here, this fawn-colored boy, is Sunrunner. He's our lead herd sire, and he has exceptional lineage. His dad actually sold at auction a couple of years ago for $600,000.
Wow.
Which to me is ridiculous, but
Holy cow, yeah.
anyway, he has really, really nice genetics. So he's pretty much the perfect animal. Even at 7 years old, I sent his fiber to a show last year, and he took a blue ribbon in his class.
Do you have any local people that use it?
Yeah. So I sell my raw fiber, I sell my yarn. Two of these boys are sold. The dark one is sold, and where's Gage? Gage over there to the back.
Watch, it's not good when it's from me.
Do you do all your own carding and?
I do some carding. I have a spinning wheel. I haven't mastered it yet. And with the amount of fiber that we have, I send it off to the mini mills, and I try to use the New England mills. There's a woman up in Barrington, Sally Whitlow, who does a fabulous job. I'll show you some of the yarn she's done. But for me, that's one of the most fun things going is to be able to get that yarn back and know which animal it came from,
If I had lotion on my hands, is that turning them
that
off?
might be, well, that's okay.
Hadn't thought about that before, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they each
Because
sniff
you know
my
what?
hand and go,
I
no.
noticed the other day that I put perfume on, and I never do, and I was going out somewhere, and I came out to feed them, and they all kind of like, whoops, excuse me, honey, backed off. Here.
How you doing?
What, have you had enough, huh? Wasn't what you expected? You're going to eat. No, you can't have the bowl. No.
What's wrong there, weirdos? They're like, nah, not so sure. Is that what you want?
Well, yes it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Less silly.
Lots of people the past few days made.
Yeah, exactly, and they're...
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
You see how I think I know part of the problem. He probably, before we got here, you notice how his chin is hanging a little bit? When the boys tussle and they fight and they spit at each other, their chin will hang like, see, they've been spitting at each other. So that's why he's not able to eat right now.
You've been in a little bit of
And they do,
standoff,
they're just
huh?
like teenage boys. They'll wrestle and they'll tussle and they'll, yes, I know. That's what it is.
Giving each other a run for your money this morning, huh?
Hi. Yeah. Say it probably because Mom didn't come out and feed us. Our whole routine is shot. They are very much animals of routine. It's funny if I'm not out here right at 5:30 or 6. They're at the
Yeah, hey,
like,
come on,
what
lady.
are you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? This is unusual. If you went to a larger farm, they'd be much more standoffish than this. They wouldn't come up like this. But we're so used to having kids and people visit that these guys are used to.
Here we are in the shop showing off the different products that are made from
The
alpacas.
only other thing I have is the medium and B's, but I think those are going to be too big for you.
An entire section.
And that's a
Hats,
large
socks,
on that one.
cute
Yeah, medium
little
is
stuffed
16.
bears,
This is, well, because the alpaca bamboo.
shawls,
Let's take them out so you can see.
kids' hats, including a really cool pig. And this is the yarn made. And here is the
That might.
raw wool.
I was kind of
as
digging
it comes
the really thick ones, yeah.
off the alpaca. And here's the owner. Say hello.
One of the owners.
One of the owners.
See, that isn't much, and the striping is great.
I like it. They're using bamboo and everything these days.
Yeah,
Those actually fit you very well.
they do.
My wife
Nice.
trying on socks.
And these are 19. So, and the pink is a medium as well, I think. If you like the pink better.
I like that.
Yeah, it says right on the front. I'm just gonna use one more. Oh yeah, without the other sock on.
That feels good, huh?
Yeah, you can tell it's a little, but again, I'm
It's-
sure that they're gonna stretch a little bit.
That looks
And
pretty
when
good for you,
and
dear.
when you don't put them in the dryer, just let them hand dry, but you can wash them in cool water.
Excellent. Yeah, because I have a special bag for certain things. I would shove them in
Yep.
that bag, and everything in that bag gets air dried.